The 2004 film, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, finds Joel, played by Jim Carrey, not having the best Valentine's Day. He finds his car in the parking lot damaged before heading off to the train station. While stood on the platform waiting for his train, on a whim he decides to head to Montauk and rushes over to the other platform. He knows this is out of character for him and he's actually surprised by his own actions and a little confused. After calling into work to say he's ill, he strolls along a frozen, deserted beach. He is evidently lonely and a little shy as he contemplates the impossibility of meeting somebody new. In the background we see a lady with blue hair also walking along the beach. He sits in the cafe to write in his journal, which he's previously identified there's some pages ripped out and he hasn't made an entry for over 2 years. He noticed the blue-haired lady pouring in alcohol into her coffee. She catches him and he coyly looks away, but she just lifts up her cup to acknowledge him. Inevitably, they end up on the same train heading home. The blue-haired lady confidently introduces herself to Joel as Clementine, played by Kate Winslet. They agree they sort of recognise each other from a bookstore that she works in. Clementine at first seems very outgoing, almost the complete opposite to Joel. But as we get to know her, we can see she's a little bit flawed. She even admits she's a bit out of sorts today. Their relationship slowly begins to develop, and after a second date, which comprises of them fooling around on a frozen lake, they stop at Clementine's house to collect her toothbrush on the way to Joel's. He stays in the car and momentarily closes his eyes when there's a knock on the window. It is a complete stranger that asks what is he doing there. The next time we see Joel, he's clearly upset. We find out that he's bought her a necklace, and when he took it to the bookshop to give it to her, she didn't recognise him at all and seemed to be with another guy. He is clearly distraught by this, and he heads back to his apartment where he takes a sleeping pill and heads to bed early. As he falls asleep, 2 men that were following him in a van earlier come into his apartment with some scientific equipment. We learn that Joel has found out that Clementine has gone to a company called Lacuna. They have this process that aids you to forget someone, and so Joel has decided to do the same thing. However, does Joel really want to forget Clementine? Because this is what this film goes on to explore. So one of the things about this film is the narrative is not shot in a straight line storytelling way. You as a viewer have to work out whether it's in the past or in the present. As a large chunk of the film is told through Joel's memories, there is a dreamlike state to the transition between the scenes. One scene I particularly liked was when they were in the bookstore, and very slowly in the background you realise the spine of the books are all turning blank. If nothing else, it's really good fun piecing all the clues together within this film and how it all fits together. Clementine's hair alone is green, blue, orange, red, and it almost signifies where they are within their relationship, and this helps piece together the story. I guess as well as the science fiction element of being able to erase someone from your memories, this film also depicts the journey of a relationship and how it might end.